We're cutting across live to Prime Minister Modi speaking at Hyderabad House. Of the bilateral meeting, in fact, coming in from Hyderabad House shortly. That meeting has commenced. These are images from earlier. You can see Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese over there and Prime Minister Narendra Modi in those pictures. NSA Ajit Doval as Jaishankar External Affairs Minister, as well as officials from the Prime Minister's office present in that meeting, including P.K. Mishra and their counterparts from the Australian side. Those bilateral talks between India and Australia have commenced at Hyderabad House. Prime Minister Albanese is in India on a 4-day visit. So far he's been to Ahmedabad, he's been to Mumbai, and now he's in Delhi. His visit concludes tomorrow morning when he leaves for Canberra. But that very crucial dialogue between the two nations, who accord a lot of significance to each other in terms of their strategic bilateral military and defense ties are concerned as well. Those talks have now begun at the Hyderabad House in Delhi. Akshay Dongre, my colleague, is joining me over the phone line. Akshay, we're beaming to our viewers images from inside Hyderabad House at the moment, where the dialogue between India and Australia has begun. What's likely to be top focus?
Well, there are multiple things, Paulmi, that will be in focus as far as India and Australia are concerned. Both of these nations are trying to increase their trade. Both of these countries are looking at increase in bilateral trade, investment in each other's countries. That is priority, because we have seen that in recent years, whenever a foreign leader comes, the priority that India has is about investment of those foreign investors in our country, the growing economic opportunities, growing employment opportunities. So that has remained focused, and that is portrayed by the business leaders meeting that usually takes place after there is a bilateral meet between the leaders. There are business contingents that usually come with that come with the foreign leaders, that come here, that speak to the Indian business leaders, and then after that there are several MOUs that are usually signed between the countries. So that is trade is going to be the priority number one. But we cannot say that when it comes to security ties between India and Australia, that is going to lag anywhere behind, because as we have been talking about the Indo-Australian ties when it comes to security in the maritime sphere for the past 4 days, ever since we were anticipating expecting the visit by Anthony Albanese, the Australian Prime Minister. Defence has been the key talking point as well. That how, when it comes to the Indian Ocean region, both of these countries will cooperate further, and will conduct joint operations as far as trade are concerned, as far as security operations are concerned. So trade as well as security is going to be the priorities. But besides that, there are several other things that will be discussed between these two leaders on how they are going to tackle the other obstacles when it comes to the already ongoing conflicts are concerned. How both of these nations will come out.
Akshay, just hold on. Geeta Mohan, our Foreign Affairs editor, is also joining us at the moment. Geeta, again, from your perspective, if you could give us a lay of the land in terms of what could be discussed between the two leaders as they meet at Hyderabad House this morning.
Well, the two leaders are meeting, and this is a very important and crucial meeting, not just because Australia and India are part of the Quad, but also because two very important and key players when it comes to security architecture of the Indo-Pacific. Having said that, that's the larger perspective. At the bilateral level, we are looking at trade conversations between the two sides, and a forward movement when it comes to those trade talks between the two countries. There are many areas that Australia and India are looking at cooperating. Security, regional security also being one of them. So a lot of areas will be covered, whether it is trade, defense cooperation, security conversations that the two sides have had, but a very important conversation on the trade front between India and Australia.
Okay, so trade and security top focus as far as this bilateral engagement is concerned. Geeta and Akshay, thank you so much for joining us with those details.